So Ubisoft had one attempt and now they've made another, and they've returned to Assassin's Creed Syndicate with a second updated patch, which the notes quite clearly state they have improved the PS4 Pro 4K performance and stability. Yes, you always need an update on a PlayStation platform with stability. It is required and probably is a prerequisite whenever you submit one in the PlayStation portfolio. Anyway, this patch, what does it offer and improve over the last one, which I covered and stated that it actually was a 1440 by 1620 resolution. 1440 width, 1620 height. So this version, I would imagine, would have been a checkerboard solution to go back to that 2880 by 1620 that it probably should have been and was intended. And that's exactly what's happened here. Now, whether or not it's using checkerboard, I can't see any huge areas where I'm noting any kind of artifacts, except I do get occasional points similar to what we saw in the last patch, which was there all the time. Now, as you can see when I zoom in and show you here, you can see this artifact on the edge, but it actually may be something else and may not be anything to do with checkerboard. It certainly doesn't look like a checkerboard pattern here, but it doesn't happen across the whole frame and only in certain sections. So something strange is going on. I did state at the time when I covered this game last year that I thought it had some kind of reconstruction in its pipeline, and that may or may not be the case, but there certainly is some strange artifacts that crop up from time to time in this updated patch, but by and large it's a huge leap over the last one, now looking beautiful and crisp on a 4K display with no issues at all in that clarity. And because the game doesn't rely on heavy TAA solutions that many games do now and are trying to refine, it actually looks very clean indeed. In some ways it highlights some of the issues with the game, like the shadow aliasing or even the specular highlights, which can stand out a little and shimmer, but they're not treated to the same 1620 resolution here, which is also true of the thin alpha transparencies like Eve's hair here. Another symptom of the increase in resolution is the age-old DOF effect, or depth of field, which used to have the nice bokeh shapes you can see here in the background on the old version. It had kind of a blurred effect due to the strange and odd resolution, which looked better on the original. It's now completely gone. So any scenes where you had this depth of field to promote and bring the foreground into an aspect and center your view on the main character is now completely gone, and the whole thing looks clean and crisp, which does, like I say, highlight some of the lower quality in the background, which used to be hidden by this DOF all over it, is now being released and shown to you in all its glory. Anyway, that's it. The performance level again is pretty much the same as the last one. You can see a quick example here between patch 150 and 151 on the PS Pro. It does seem ever so slightly more solid here than the original patch, but this is an open world game and you've always got to factor in, and this is well within margin of error territory. So there really is not much more to this other than they've really used the 4K resolution of the Pro to give you a crisper and cleaner display, and by and large it's a great leap over the old version, and it improves on the 900p version of the base PS4 and Xbox One, and more in line many PC versions now, much cleaner and crisper. But it isn't really going to change the world, so I don't think it's going to reinvent the game itself, and it does highlight some of the weaknesses in the game. I would really like to see them go back and do the same thing to Unity though. That is my only request. If anyone from Ubisoft is watching this, that would be not a lot of work, I'm sure, but certainly beneficial to me and many others. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this, and for all those 1080p players, just in case you want to know, yes, you do benefit from the beautiful downsampled solution here on its 1620 resolution, so it does look better no matter what screen you have, and it's a real boost to the AC Syndicate title. And it does look a lot better here, even if, like I say, it highlights some of the issues. Anyway, that's it. I'm off. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe and share where appropriate, and I'll see you on the next one.
You want a piece of me? Let's make a mess!